Hello and welcome back to my channel. I recently did a full bag collection for the very first time on my channel, and a couple of you commented that you wanted a shoe collection. And when I saw these comments, I was like, I don't really feel like I have a designer shoe collection. But then I started rummaging through my closet and picking out like, okay, what would count as a designer shoe? And actually, I do have quite a few things. So with that being said, I can't say that I collect designer shoes or I have intentionally grown this collection. It's kind of just happened. So I'm gonna share those with you today. So I'm gonna show you the shoe, tell you the model. I'm gonna tell you where I sourced it because some are new, some are thrifted. And then if there's a little story, I'll put that in there, but I promise I'll keep it short.
If you just know you're that girl,
Yeah.
you just have no choice but to be that girl. And I feel like I'm that girl.
Starting off with my very favorite pair of shoes is the Christian Dior slingback pumps, and they are kitten heeled, which I think is just all something like, okay, I don't know how old you are if you're watching this, but if you are young and you think these look like grandma shoes, I promise you get to your late 20s, 30s and beyond, and you will think these are the hottest thing on the planet. They're cute, they're classy, they're comfy. Now, why are these my favorite? It is the Plan de Paris pattern on it. It is the complete map of Paris. They did this collection a few years ago, so they did everything in this print. Jackets, scarves, saddlebags. And I knew I wanted something from this collection. Actually, when I bought my saddlebag, that pattern was in stock, but I didn't want it for that. I didn't really know what I wanted. I just knew I loved that print. And I can't remember if it was Rebag or the Real. I would like to think that it's the Real, but I found these for $700. And $700 for Christian Dior slingbacks is crazy because these retail for way over $1,000 now. They did say, I think, excellent condition, which I think they have to say if they look any kind of worn. And when I got them, I swear they look like they have never been worn. There's just the tiniest bit of wear, but then not a scratch on the heel at all. The heel doesn't even look like it touched the ground, and then the sole is perfect. So even though these are the perfect neutral shoe, I really just have it for display. If you haven't seen my saddlebag, it's a different pattern altogether, but it does match perfectly with the beige and black. I am down to wear these, but it must be a really special occasion. Next, you've heard me talk about these a lot, but these are the Louis Vuitton Star Trail boots. I think these are absolutely fabulous. Will be repurchasing if these ever die out. I think everyone needs a pair of these boots. I won't talk too long on them because I know that I've shown them on my channel a lot. I think they look super sexy. They're pretty comfy for the heel size. This is a Louis Vuitton classic, so they should always have these for sale. However, as new seasons come and go, they do this model of boot, but in other colorways and patterns. So just keep an eye out. If you don't love wearing the monogram, occasionally they'll come out with like an all black, a beige, things like that. So highly recommend this shoe for looking cute and being functional. Also, I forgot to say, there are no free feet on this channel. I might do a few mod shots of wearing the closed-toed shoes. However, I don't really know how to show you the open-toe shoes without being weird, so you get what you get. I almost forgot to tell you where I sourced this. So I got these on Rebag, also for 50% off of retail, maybe $750, and these also retail for over $1,000, and I swear to God they were unworn, brand new shoes. Next is a nice fun pair. So these are my Amina Muad'Dis. This is my only pair of Amina Muad'Dis. I wanted a pair of Amina Muad'Dis for years, like ever since I was in college and I was watching them explode because I feel like everyone had them all at once. Layli Mirza, who was one of my favorite luxury YouTubers, she was unboxing these like crazy, and they've always been in the back of my mind, but I just don't go anywhere where I would need these kind of shoes. Like, they're very dressy and the colors are very much like vibrant, so I just didn't know where I would wear them. Also, I don't even think this is a hot take. I think this is known. It's so interesting to me that these are designer shoes because they just don't feel expensive. Like the quality, and like even before I bought my own pair and I was just looking at the quality, like the shoe bottoms, they look like kids' toys. I will tell you the only reason that I have these is because they were on Rebag again. Final sale, less than $400 for sure. It might have even been, I don't know, 50s in my head, like 150, 250, 350, I don't remember. But they were cheap enough that I was like, even if I don't have crazy places to wear this, I want them. And I really let the price dictate the color because that's just what was on final sale. But it is pretty much Miami Dolphins turquoise, so I felt also happy about buying that. Next are my Prada red patent leather pumps. Or I guess you can't really call this a pump, but I don't know, going out shoe, I don't know what this style is called. When I was cheering in Miami, I lived very close to the Sawgrass Mills outlet, and they have all kinds of designer outlets there. Like they have Gucci, Prada, Saint Laurent. I miss those outlets. But anyway, I got those there, and I think these were about $300. They do have the outlet bag here. Sad news to report is that the little logo on the bottom did come off in my most recent night in Miami. Rest in peace. I know you're out there somewhere. I do have a pair of Hermes Orans, and in my opinion, the coolest, most beautiful color ever. And I did try and look at what the color is. You're actually sitting on the Hermes box right now. But I did open the box up, try to find the receipt. I have the receipt somewhere, but it didn't have the color on it, and the box doesn't have the color on it either, so I don't know. It was as close to Vert Fizz that they've had for a while, and that is my ultimate favorite Hermes color. And actually, I rushed and bought them online because I figured this color would be really hot because it looks like Vert Fizz, and I was right. And they didn't even have my size. Actually, that's a lie. These are 38s, but they fit really small, so I don't know. But I guess my point is I rushed and I bought them online instead of going in and trying them on. I've hardly worn them because I'm already afraid for when they die. I know, I'm awful. Like, why buy these things if I'm not gonna use them? But next are these Fendi sock boots. So I got these off the Real just recently because they were also on final sale for, I believe, $150, which is absolutely insane. These also retail for over $1,000. I had these hearted for a long time, and no one was buying them, and I have no idea why, because yeah, they're pretty much new as well. I just kept watching them, and the only reason I didn't pull the trigger earlier is because I was just trying to save money for other items that I wanted. And then when I got down to it, I was afraid they were just going to take them off the market because it had been so long. So I went ahead and bought them, and I love them so much. Can't say I've worn them a ton. This is a pattern. Well, actually, okay, here's why I don't wear these. I have an excuse, you guys. So I got these for going on business calls, but most of my accounts are in places where it's rainy and snowy, like ever since I bought these. So I haven't wanted to subject them to the snow, okay? That's my excuse. So when summer comes, they're coming out. I am about to introduce you to the comfiest Christian Louboutins. All right, are you ready? Take note. Oh, okay, so they're not heels. That was the joke. So these are the Christian Louboutin mule slides, and they came out in a couple of different neutral colors, including red, I believe. But great purchase. I love them. I didn't cobbler the bottoms because they're mules, but I do suggest, I'll show in a second, cobblering the bottom of your Christian Louboutins. Is cobbling a verb? I don't know. These are just an easy pair of black slides. They are pretty dang flat. They're like the Orans. I love these because my name starts with an L, and so when I look at this, I honestly just see a big fancy L. I'm not even like noticing that it's CL, so to me it's like it was made for me. These are my Christian Louboutin Ariza pumps. I just did a video comparing these to Socates, so if you're interested, you can watch that video. I'll link it right here. But if you have watched that video, I might be repeating myself for just a little bit. I do think this is the prettiest model of Christian Louboutins because I think that cut out really does a lot for you. I believe these are 100 millimeters, and this is actually in suede. I checked recently, and they're not even selling them in suede right now, so I love these, and I hope that they do it again because somehow I have a 37.5, and I've never been a 37.5 in my entire life, so they do fit really small and uncomfy, especially after you've been wearing them for a while and your feet starts to swell. So I would love to get a better fitting pair. But like I was talking about, I did get these cobblered, so fresh out of the box, don't wear them, take them straight to the cobbler. You pay just a little bit. You're also supporting a cobbler. Okay, we want to keep those round. And then they put some sort of like rubber that's the exact same red color as the red bottom, and then it just saves your shoe. So not only does it keep it nice and red, but also it keeps the integrity of the shoe. If you see on these, like once the red breaks, it just turns into that like corky wood and it is really fragile. Elongate the life of your shoe. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. I got these new in store in Hawaii and I got these new in Dallas when I lived there previously. Next are these Supreme trainers that I just thrifted in Fukuoka, Japan. Again, if you haven't seen that video, it's absolutely insane. I tell you exactly where you need to go. I thrifted just so many things, so including this purse. Including both of these purses actually. So I will link that here as well. These, I don't know, I'm on the fence of, you tell me, should I keep these? Because they are a little big on me, which I knew that. What's the size? Okay, well, the tag is white print on a white tag, so I can't really read it that easily, but I do know that they were a little big on me. I did get these in the men's section. I don't know if I love them. I can't really pinpoint what I don't absolutely love. I think maybe it's just the Supreme on the laces just seems a little capitalistic. I don't know, it's just like, they did come with white laces, so maybe I'll try putting those on. Okay, these are super cool. These I thrifted off of eBay from a store in Japan. They're more like archive display, not even really display, but like just, I know that they're in my collection, you know? But they are these Chanel 90s clogs. And you can see the wear, I mean, they're vintage. So you can see the Chanel logo here. Also the entire bottom is Chanel logo. This is suede, of course. And then so is the little heel. And I love bell-bottom jeans as well, so I think it'd be cute to pair them, but I'm scared to wear these. But what I will say, before I got these, I'd never seen them in my entire life. Then after I got them, there were so many pairs on the Real. Like, they've got their red, they have black, they have this light pink. So it looks like these are in abundance. So if you want some, I'm sure you can go find some. Just type in Chanel 90s clogs, I think. Now these, I don't really know if they can count as designer, but I'm just gonna say them anyway in case there's any sneakerheads. But I got these Dunks and they were super hard to find because I think there was like one release of them, or I don't know, it seemed like it was somehow limited. So I did get these Dunks because I did cheer for Miami Dolphins, and hello, they're Miami Dolphins colors. So I do love them. I don't really wear the colors unless I'm in Miami because people just don't get it, and also I'm in Dallas, so everyone's like Cowboys, so I don't get as much wear out of them for those reasons, but they're cool. Next, I do have my Doc Martens that I also thrifted in Fukuoka, Japan. I just got these, so I haven't had like ample time to wear them, but fun fact, I thrifted them and I didn't even know they were Doc Martens. I posted my Fukuoka thrift haul and I was like, Doc Marten dupes. And I got multiple comments saying, girl, those are Doc Martens. I also have these Diesel like little go-go boots, and okay, before you tear me up, I regret buying them, okay? Yeah, I don't know. They were brand new with tag, and I took the tag off, which I shouldn't have because now the resale value is a little bit down, but let's be honest, no one's probably buying these. My favorite color is orange, if you didn't know that already. So, you know, I think I was blinded by that and that they were Diesel. And I really like Diesel. This shirt is Diesel. So I got these from Vestiaire Collective, by the way. But there you have it. That is my full designer shoe collection. I mean, hopefully it will grow in the future. I definitely want to get some basic pieces, some staple pieces, like a nice everyday trainer, or maybe, you know, a nude and a black, and every, like a mule and a pump. Please like and subscribe. There are more unboxing and collection videos to come. And if you haven't already watched my full bag collection, I'll link it here. All right, see ya.